What's up, teachers? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Tim, and I'm here to tell you all about how to get booked, how to stay booked. But first, if you are just checking out this channel because you're interested in VIPKid, please consider adding me as a referral teacher on your application. All my information is below. I am a full-time teacher with VIPKid, and I have also been able to help so many teachers get hired with this company. I work every day coaching, mentoring, and supporting new teachers to get hired and to get booked with VIPKid. And I would be so excited to be a part of your journey and bring you along into this great company. I have a Facebook group for my referrals and teachers who are interested in the company. You can find that link below. I am considered one of the top recruiters in the company because of how many teachers I've helped. And when you become my referral, you will get access to my website, VIPKidBootcamp.com. In the referral section, I have exclusive videos just for my referrals in the hiring course that I offer. I also have a 30-page comprehensive training guide which goes through each step of the process with links and examples and photos and videos and footage of the classroom that you will not see on YouTube. I will give you access to my Zoom trainings where I weekly help small groups of teachers go through the mock process and understand how to teach the mock classes to get hired. And you will be fully supported as my referral if you are connected with me. That means that you need to click my link. So go ahead and click it. If you have already clicked a link or you have already signed up, but you do not have a referral teacher on your application, it is not too late for us to get connected. You can add my referral code, which is here, TIM000003, that's 5 zeros, the number 3, and we will instantly be connected. Send me a message to say that you've done so, and I will send you the password for my website. I will also invite you to my Facebook group. So, if you have a referral teacher on your application, I'm going to say it here because I get a lot of people saying, oh, I've already connected with this teacher, but they're not helping me, or I don't know who they are, it was a random ad somewhere on Facebook. You have to reapply with a new email address. So if you have not gone through much of the process yet and you haven't invested much time, go ahead and reapply with a new email address using my link, and we will be connected, and I will send you an email within 24 hours. So that's enough about that. Let's get into this video. You're probably here because you don't have a booking yet, or you have a few bookings but you're not as booked as you want to, and you're frustrated. You went through all of this work, you passed the interview, you passed the mock class, and now crickets. Let's talk about how to get booked. Let's talk about how to stay booked. Really strongly encourage you to shift your mindset about bookings and about what your expectations are for bookings so that you can start to see this as something that you are building and growing for yourself. I want you to stop and I want you to shift your thinking to see yourself as an independent contractor who is building your business. This is your business. If you were opening a bakery tomorrow, or if you were opening a hair salon, you would not expect to have a fully booked schedule from the very first day. You would not expect to sell out of all your products on the first day. Of course, you'd hope to, and it is possible, but it's probably not likely from the first day. And so this is something that you are building. You are building this and you are growing as a teacher at the same time. And I promise you that if you implement these tips and you shift your thinking in this way, you will set yourself up to be more successful in the booking category. My first tip is to open up slots. You are not going to get booked unless you actually physically open those slots. So you need to go into your portal, you need to physically click the slot and open it. Open as much as you can in the beginning. And while you are waiting for bookings, my next tip is to take workshops. VIPKid has given to you free, at your disposal, great workshops hosted and led by seasoned VIPKid teachers to help you in your journey. So my next tip is going along with taking workshops is adding certifications. If you got hired with lower level, if you go into the certifications now, you can add level 4. You can also add trials. This is available to all new teachers from the beginning. Some teachers also get invited to add level 1, which is our really young children that are not quite in school yet. So if you are interested in teaching the really little ones, then go ahead and do that. So add certifications, and just that increases your options for bookings. You have probably heard about short notice bookings, and I want to dispel the rumor that you have to be a seasoned teacher to teach short notice. You do not. You can be a short notice teacher, or at least open your slots as short notice from the very first day. So if you are very available in the beginning, go ahead and turn those slots into short notice. It does mean that you need to be available up until 1 hour before the class. So make sure when you go to bed the night before, you are waking up early enough to check your schedule and see if you're booked. There are lots of parents booking classes for their children in those last minute hours before class time. If you cannot and you just want to go to bed and sleep in and nothing got booked by 10 p.m. at night, then you can close those short notice slots out. Just make sure that you're checking and on top of your schedule that way. All right, my next tip is about increasing availability. A lot of new teachers that I help who are not getting bookings from the beginning come back and tell me that, I'm only available 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Beijing time on Wednesdays and Fridays. Well, if that's the case, it's going to be really hard to get bookings because you're only available for a very limited amount of slots. So, as much as possible, increase your availability, and within that tip is a tip to think about teaching off-peak hours. There are lots of students in many different situations. There are students who are homeschooled, there are students who are living in different time zones. I have a student who lives in New Zealand, and so he's available earlier in the afternoon Beijing time because that's his evening in New Zealand. So you never know. Be available during lunchtime in Beijing time, like 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So there are students that come home at lunch and take classes with VIPKid as well. There are children who are not yet in school, or there are children who are half-day students. There are lots of possibilities, so think about those slots outside of peak hours that you might be available to teach. And you never know. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. A lot of teachers do not teach off-peak hours. They don't really think that they can get booked during those slots. So in the beginning, you might need to open up availability through the night just to get those first bookings. So if you are able to, I strongly suggest increasing your availability as much as you can. My next tip is something you have probably heard about 1,000 times. Work on your profile. How are your photos? How's your video? How's your bio? Okay, we've heard it all before. Yes, your profile is important. It's not the only thing that's going to help you get booked, but if you rushed it in the final stages just to get something up there to get through and open up your portal, then you may want to consider going back and work on your video. You can update it, you can change your photos, it just gets verified by VIPKid within 48 hours, and those things absolutely might help you get bookings. So definitely work on your profile. Okay, I want to talk about some lesser known tips that are not necessarily tried and true, tested, they will work tips, but I have heard from teachers that this can help you get your first booking. Consider closing out slots before they expire. So when a slot is open and it doesn't book, once it hits the start time of that slot, it's going to expire and it's going to get grayed out and it'll say expire. So what I suggest doing is before the start of the class time, within that last hour, if you've opened them up for short notice, close them out so that they don't expire. Going along with that, I want to suggest that you close slots periodically and immediately reopen them. This, I have heard, can reset your profile in the algorithm to rise to the top. So consider closing slots and reopening them, and consider doing this at times that would be prime times for parents to be looking for classes, maybe in that 24-hour window. There is also an option to submit a ticket in your portal under no bookings or low bookings. So if the case is that you've had no bookings, select no bookings, write a note, submit a ticket saying, hey, I've been teaching for so many days, I've got so many certificates, I'm as available as I can be, would you consider helping me by giving me some students or giving me some trials? A lesser known tip is that VIPKid potentially boosts new teachers in those early days. So if you get, verified on June the 1st, open up your portal right away. Don't wait. A lot of teachers get really nervous. They don't think that they can do it. They want to be perfect teachers before they start. So my tip here is to just jump in. The real learning happens when you are teaching. So jump in and just start teaching as quickly as possible, especially in that initial 2-week window. Now let's talk about what to do when you get a booking and how to keep these students coming back to you, because you want regular students. You want a fully booked schedule, and this is how to do it. Guys, these are tried and true tested best practice tips for keeping students. I promise you that you should be doing these, and if you're doing these, you are more likely to retain your students and to keep them coming back for more. So To keep students, I want to encourage you to give 110% to your first classes. Consider this like your mock classes. You want to have as many props as possible. You want to bring out all your bells and whistles, all your best teaching skills, your energy, your passion, your fun, your big smile, and make that kid come back for more. Make him realize, him or her, that your class is the best class and they need to come back for more VIPKid fun. I promise you that if you're giving 110%, you're going to convince that family that you are a great teacher for their child. So once the class is finished, give detailed feedback. Give lots of examples of how that student can improve in aspects of their English. So if they're struggling with grammar, give concrete examples from the class and how they can improve. If they're struggling with speaking, mention that and give them some tips for improving that outside of class. So give really detailed feedback. Going along with that, before you sign off your feedback, you can ask for feedback from them. Your child did a great job in class. They received 5 stars. VIPKid values 5 apple teachers. Please consider leaving me 5 apples and some feedback. That would be greatly appreciated. See you later, Teacher Tim. So this is something you can do at the end of your feedback. You can also leave a note to the learning partner at the very bottom of the feedback form. Now, learning partners are sort of liaisons between teachers and the company and parents, and they often are booking classes for parents too on their behalf. So in the beginning days, I suggest writing a little note saying, I really love teaching Bobby. He was a great student. I love teaching students like Bobby. If you have any students that would be interested in classes with me, please consider booking them with my schedule. And this might help. Okay, once you get that first feedback, immediately respond in that section, thanking them for the feedback, saying how grateful you are for them leaving feedback for you, and you can't wait to see them again. This just might trigger the parent to rebook with you. So, in that feedback section, keep on top of it and always respond to 5 apple feedback with, gratitude and, how you're looking forward to seeing them again. Okay guys, those are all my tips for getting that first booking and staying booked. If you have anything else that you have tried that has worked to getting bookings, please leave that in the comment section now. I would love to see your best practices for getting bookings. And if you found any of this helpful or you tried something and it worked, I would love to know that. Please, leave that in the feedback section, as that will help other people that are watching this video as well. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, please like and share and do all that jazz that you do on social media. And absolutely, if you have not used a referral teacher yet and you are in the process, please consider using me. I would be so honored to be a part of your journey, and I can't wait to help you. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day doing whatever you're doing. Be good to yourself and those around you, and I will see you in my next video.